Hello there, everyone. How you doing today? I hope you're all well. Today we're going into r/entitled people, where the people are very entitled. If you enjoyed today's stories, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below so the video can do its absolute best in the algorithm. Now, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Actually, expecting me to clean up after my pet makes you entitled. That's totally how it works, right? Man, I'm still trying to process an exchange I had this morning. I was sitting on my balcony having breakfast, and there was this woman I've never spoken to walking her dog. We don't know her, but my roommate and I see her down there pretty much every day. She's around our age, I would guess, so either in her 30s like us, or maybe in her 40s. We've never exchanged so much as a hello up to this point. Now, I really like my apartment complex. It's cute and pleasant to walk around, and the only thing that really sucks is when people don't clean up after their dogs. It's so freaking gross. And I hate when people don't do it. You're a grown up who made a choice to have a pet. That comes with responsibilities that you have to keep up with. Most people around here do clean up after their dogs that I've seen, so we know it's just a few rotten eggs. If I see people who don't look like they're doing it, I call them out, which I know comes with risks, but, well, come on, people. The response is sometimes defensive, sometimes a bit of twisting the truth like, "Oh, I was just going to." But they all know that they should be doing it. Anyway, this woman has her dog right by our balcony, and my friend and I were just chatting until I noticed this woman walking away without cleaning it up. So I said, in a tone more polite than the situation probably merited, "Excuse me, are you going to clean up after your dog?" And she says in this snide, snotty voice,
"No, I'm good. Thanks."
I immediately burst out laughing, though not the good-humored kind, because I can't believe the audacity. I said, "Wow, that's really pathetic," which apparently is more than she expected me to do, because she came marching back. I have to imagine that most people don't call this person out. For her to have that kind of immediate vitriol makes me think she's kind of spoiled just in general, and was angry I had embarrassed her. But she clearly knew I was right, because she had to come back and double down. So she comes running at us with this kindergarten logic and goes,
"I'm not the only one who doesn't clean up after my dog. Lots of people don't clean up after their dogs."
and I was like, "So, how does that absolve you of adding to the problem?" She keeps going on and on about how other people do it too, and I said, "Cool, then give me their names. Let's have a list, because I don't see any of them right now." And she's like,
"Open your eyes and figure it out for yourself."
and I'm like, "Well, would you look at that? That's what I'm doing right now." She keeps shouting that she doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to, and she doesn't care what I think. So I was like, holy crap, I have never met such an entitled person. It's insane to me that you're getting this angry over someone expecting basic decency out of you. And then she bursts out and says,
"No, you're entitled."
I burst out laughing again and said, "I clean up after my animals. Me telling you I don't appreciate you leaving messes on our shared property does not make me entitled. You're a grown-ass woman who knew what responsibilities she'd have when she got a pet. There are tons of other people who don't want to see your dog's crap. You're not the main character." At this point, I feel like this woman has never been confronted beyond her first snarky response. And I have a bubbly and friendly tone normally, so she probably had expected to have scared me or shocked me into silence with that callous initial reaction, because she's practically melting down, trying to upset me, while my friends and I laughed. She gave a snarky,
"Have a nice day."
and I wished her the same in an equal tone, and then she waddled off. And no, that's not me calling her fat. She is actually really fit. She just walks very exaggerated in a cartoonish way, like Jessica Rabbit or some crap. I thought she was doing it to be snarky, but my friend said she just always walks like that. We took a short video of her, sadly not of the incident itself as we had to grab our phones, and I plan to take it to the front office just to let them know. It's only step one, I doubt anything will be done with just this, but it has been driving me crazy, and I'm ready to start holding rude people accountable. Fortunately, I can use the corporate offices if people here don't start to put pressure on people who are blatantly breaking their lease. It's right in there that you have to clean up after your animals. I'm not trying to get anyone evicted, but I'm hoping she at least feels the pressure to act like a grown-up and take care of her pets. Like, I wouldn't cry if she got a fine or something. Seriously though, it's painful to me that people like this even exist. She was so confident that she was somehow in the right that she didn't even try to lie about it. Like, woman, you aren't 12. The other people do it argument isn't going to hold up in court. And there's a part 2, so let's go into it. Update on dog poop girl. It just gets worse. So yesterday I posted about having a nasty encounter with a neighbor of mine who was apparently too good to pick up after her dog. She made sure to let me know I was the entitled one for not wanting dog poop all over the property, and she made sure to toss in some classist remarks expecting maintenance people to clean it up. Someone suggested in the comments that she might be the pathetic sort to come back and intentionally try to provoke us. I thought for sure that she wouldn't be that dumb. Turns out, I was the fool for giving her that much credit, but it's a good thing she did because I got a great video of her. I'm not going to upload it here for a number of reasons, but I might if she tries to do it to me. It played out in an Entitled Loser 101, to a degree that it almost felt unreal. I can't believe people like this truly exist. She came by, intentionally brought her dog right beneath our balcony, and this time waited. I was like, cool, let's record. So we sit there. She waits for her dog to poop, then she starts to walk away. Of course, right there. Proof. Why, thank you. However, as she walked away, she saw that I was recording and turned back. She started shrieking,
Oh my God, you're trying to record me. You know that's illegal, right?
I said, yes, I am. It's not illegal. You're in a public space. She then starts yelling at me to mind my own business and that none of this concerns me. I told her that it did concern me because I live here too, and I don't want a poop-covered apartment complex. Nor do I want any of the other residents to have that, I would imagine. She told me I didn't own the complex, like that makes it okay. Do you, ma'am? We had a back and forth, and she started recording me back, telling me, threatening things like,
Thanks for exposing yourself,
implying she's going to dox me and put it online. Hopefully nothing comes of that, just because I want my privacy, but I haven't done anything wrong, so I'm not worried about it otherwise. When that didn't upset me as she clearly intended, she started trying to insult me, and it was hilarious.
This is probably because of your weight.
My best friend and I burst out laughing. She called me a fat bitch, so I started recording again to catch anything else she might say. She told me she was reporting me, and I told her to please do, so they'd know who she was when I report her. It was freaking bonkers. This woman is a nightmare. I'm actually worried this is going to escalate into something even worse, but I guess we'll see. So the second she left, we took the video down to the front office. I showed it to one of the landlords who was appalled. I mentioned the day before and how it had gone down, and I verified that she was indeed breaking her lease. The landlord thanked me for policing people who just leave dog poop behind. She said they've been trying to get people to take responsibility, and it's turning into a real issue. After that, she gave me her email and asked me to send her the videos. I indeed did so, and now we'll see how it unfolds. I also told her that the woman threatened to report me, so she may actually call in herself and unintentionally turn herself in. I also mentioned worrying about potential retaliation, so that it's just out there. If she calls the cops, I fortunately have the video, so she won't be able to make up anything about me harassing her or something. I've been told not to engage with her if she comes back, but to just contact the office and tell them she's there. I really don't know what to expect. I just wanted to enjoy a nice morning on my balcony. I'm seriously blown away. All because someone asked you to pick up your dog's poop. What is this world coming to? That lady is way crazy. Like, I am SMI, seriously mentally ill, and I have nothing on her. Oh my god. I at least have common sense. She's got none of that. Anyway, on to the next story. Entitled brother informed me that he would be taking my dog for 3 days without my permission. For those of you who aren't familiar with my stories, I, a 31 female, have a man-child entitled brother who's a 26-year-old male who lives in the house I co-own with my mom. My mom has told him he has until May 31st to move out. I've been anxiously waiting for him to leave, doing my best to bide my time, but I've finally reached the end of my rope, and for something that I'm not sure is the straw or the log that broke the camel's back. Last night, while I was in bed, Entitled Bro informed me he would be taking my dog, Spot, for 3 days on some fishing trip. I told him there's no way he could do that. He said he wasn't asking. He was telling me, "Here's my dog too," and that I'm entitled to take him whenever I please. Here's the thing, though. 9 years ago, the entitled brother demanded a dog. I begged my mom not to. He had one previously, but he neglected it, and my mom ended up rehoming it, for which he never let her hear the end of it. But of course she caved, and the same problem persisted. Entitled Bro never cared for Spot. I ended up taking over his care, paying for his vet bills, fed him, took him to get groomed, and so on. Things came to a head when we had to move in with family members, and they said we were not allowed to bring a dog. The entitled bro didn't do anything to find Spot a new home. It was my problem. I found him a foster home where I visited him every day after my college classes ended, and was able to get him back 2 years later, when we finally had a place to live again. Additionally, when I moved out of my house for a year, Spot went with me. Spot sleeps with me every night and has my name on all of his records. He's now 10 and has arthritis. He takes meds for his hips and stomach and needs frequent bathroom breaks. And he hates the water. So when little bro said he wasn't asking me, he was telling me I knew Spot would be miserable and possibly in pain the whole trip. He hadn't asked or even mentioned taking Spot before, so he is due for a refill on his pills tomorrow. Had I known, I would have gotten a refill sooner. I tried telling him Spot needs a lot of care, and he said, "Yeah, so just give me everything he needs." And I was so irritated. You wait until the night before to tell me this. Then he said something that made my blood run cold. "I could have just taken him and let you panic, but I was being nice telling you ahead of time." And that did it. I don't know why, but every alarm bell went off in my head. I grabbed my purse, put on my slippers, told Spot to get into the car. I drove to my fiance's house and slept there that night. I was going to move into my fiance's house this summer, but now I'm asking myself why the hell I'm waiting. Everyone on Reddit keeps asking me why I stay home, and right now I can't remember any of the reasons I had before. I am done. My mom is staying out of it right now, and I'm glad, because I genuinely don't care what she has to say. I know she doesn't want me to go, but I just can't take the entitled brother's little power trips. He can do whatever he wants to the house, punching holes in the wall, kicking the appliances, calling the house a dump. But I draw the line at him taking my dog without my permission. That's my baby, and I'm not going to just stand by while he does whatever he wants with my pet when I explicitly told him no, something that he rarely hears. P.S. I occasionally have asked Lil Bro to let Spot out for bathroom breaks since he doesn't work until the afternoon, and his response was he's always too busy to do that. He has given me no reason to trust him to care for my dog, even for a few hours, let alone 3 days on a fishing trip. Edit. Brother does not know where fiancé lives, and even if he did, fiancé's 2 huge German shepherds would devour him. Well, that's the end of today's video. Thank you for watching and listening to all the stories I had to read for you. If you enjoyed, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hit that notification bell. I will see you all next time. Hasta la pasta.